Hi, Charles Sherney here with The Real Deal, episode 10. And today's question is, what is the best time of year to buy a home in Cambridge and Somerville, Massachusetts? So here in Cambridge and Somerville, most listings appear either in the spring market, with March, April, and May being the sweet spot, or the fall market after Labor Day for a couple months. So a buyer will have the greatest amount of choice in the way of opportunities, listings in these timeframes. That being said, there will also be more buyers in the market in the spring market and the fall market, and hence more competition. So a buyer sort of has to be prepared for the possibility of competing for one or more homes as a buyer, either in the spring market or the fall market. Now, this is not true of every home. It can be the case that a buyer makes an offer on a property in the fall or spring, and it's the only offer on the table, and there's a communication opened between this potential buyer and the seller with standard contingencies, and it plays out without heat on the fire from other parties bidding. So it's not every single listing that generates multiple offers and sells for over asking. However, it is true that prized properties in the spring market or the fall market can and will generate multiple offers, and it can be the case that it's a heated competition to secure the home. So it's just something a buyer in the market needs to be aware of. Now, mind you, if you're in the market for your dream home, you'd expect it's more likely to show up in the spring or the fall market than at another time of year. That being said, the market is active all year long. And a market that's rather interesting for a buyer to be in is the summer market. It does cool down a little bit in Cambridge and Somerville after the spring market. And so for a buyer that doesn't want to face multitudes of people at open houses or the prospect of one or more bidding wars in the spring, the summer market in the months of June, July, and August can be a more mellow time to look. For sure, there may not be as many homes on offer, but there still will be places for sale. And the pace of the market lessens somewhat, and it's a little less stressful and strenuous. And many buyers find, therefore, the summer market an appealing market to be in the market to find a place to buy. After the fall market starts to fade in mid-November and we move into the heart of the winter market, those months between mid-November and mid-January are really quiet. And it is possible in those quiet months sometimes to get a deal. I mean, the markets in Cambridge and Somerville are expensive, and generally speaking, they're expensive all year long. But if there's an exception that proves that rule, it's more likely to emerge in the winter. I'm thinking back to a property that came up in mid-Cambridge at the end of 2022. It had had several price adjustments, and it ended up going under accepted offer in December. And lo and behold, when it closed for over $300,000 below the last asking price. Now, that is really rare here in our market in Cambridge and Somerville. And yet it is an example of an end of season deal. So it is possible sometimes to get lucky and to secure a property for less rather than more, maybe because someone has to sell, needs to sell, hasn't been able to sell, is ready to sell before they understand the market's going to quiet down until the new year. So again, a buyer in the market who is depending on that is unlikely to be successful, but that opportunity may arise for a buyer in the market in the off season. To come full circle, to be in the market as a buyer in Cambridge and Somerville, the best time is the spring and the fall because you're going to have the most choice. Granted, you may also have more competition. For buyers looking for a slower pace but still good choice, the summer market is a good time to be looking. And for those who want to keep their eye open for a deal, the off season at the end of the year and the beginning of the new year is a good time to be in the market. My name is Charles Cherney. I'm a top residential real estate agent here to help you buy the right home and sell for the best price. Reach out by text, telephone, or email if I can help you track the market and be successful with your real estate needs in Cambridge and Somerville. Be in touch. Take care.